Unreal Engine 5's Nanite and Lumen technologies are powering a new generation of PC graphics. If you want to make your PC part of that, these are the games you need to play. Hello and welcome to ROG Global, where we celebrate PC gaming and, alright, we admit it, sometimes just sit there staring at tech demos and dreaming of a future where we genuinely can't tell the difference between games and reality. The next paving slab on the road to that future is probably Unreal Engine 5's incredible Nanite and Lumen technologies. Nanite is a new way to handle huge pieces of geometry that would previously have hoovered up all your system resources before and tanked your frame rate. It makes it way easier to render vast environments in incredible detail. And Lumen is a new global illumination tech that gives each scene a hauntingly real appearance. Together, they're like watching a virtual ballet of polygons and complex mathematics. In other words, they're great. So let's pick out some of the best new and upcoming games that use the tech so you can see for yourself how far you can push great gaming hardware, like our new ROG Zephyrus, G14 and G16 laptops. Now, on with the show. We've honestly just never seen a game that looks like Disorder. It's as simple as that. A first-person puzzler in which you play Patient 689. The setup here is that all these eye-melting arrays of geometry and architecture are actually, somehow, therapy. You work your way through these physical spaces and in doing so, achieve a kind of psychiatric healing. An interesting proposition and one that really highlights how spellbinding the graphics really are. It's using real-time path tracing within Unreal Engine 5 and a combination of both Nanite and Lumen technologies to create these super sharp, complex, beautifully lit kaleidoscopic visions. And this is what we love about PC visuals. When a game pushes fidelity so far forwards that it creates something genuinely new, fresh gameplay that couldn't have existed before. Using Lumen lighting tech makes a lot of sense for a horror game. Cast your mind back to how many well-lit spaces you've occupied in this genre. Exactly, about 4. Horror lives in the imagination, in the dark places that light doesn't reach, and where your mind fills in the blanks. So, good lighting matters here. As you can see by these gorgeously shadow-drenched scenes in Bloober Team's Layers of Fear remake, built in Unreal Engine 5, and making full use of the engine's new global illumination tech. If you didn't play the original, prepare to tiptoe around a spooky old mansion as a tortured artist, expressing the horrors of your past through art. Yeah, it's not one to play after a stressful day at work, this one. Definitely more of a I'm feeling brave and I want my heart rate to jump up into triple figures type of game. The original Ark took survival game mechanics like crafting and gathering resources in the wild and made them exciting by setting a dinosaur chasing after you. An extremely effective formula. And here's another. Take everything from Ark Survival Evolved, all the player versus dinosaur versus players riding dinosaurs action, base building, crafting, sci-fi lore and brutal combat, and drop it into Unreal Engine 5 with Nanite, so that it looks like this. See? These might be the highest fidelity beaches and tropical jungle we've ever seen. You can really see Nanite's advantages in the photorealistic rock textures and the overall fidelity of the landscapes here. There's a lot of triangles making these scenes look so detailed, and when you look at the individual rocks, you can really see how far the tech is pushing these visuals. Here's another example of bleeding edge tech supporting a new kind of gameplay. Remnant 2's procedurally generated worlds feel anything but procedurally generated, and that's thanks in part to Nanite. There's a level of detail and variety to all the sci-fi interior and exterior spaces that we're just not used to seeing from procedural generation. It looks like every space has been carefully curated and arranged by a Hollywood set designer, and that goes a long way to keeping you feeling immersed in the setting, which makes Remnant 2 feel like more than another Souls-like. It's a Souls-like with soul. And now, just to show that these fancy Unreal Engine 5 techs aren't just for super serious AAAs with photorealistic visuals, here's abstract climbing platformer Jusant from Life is Strange developer Don't Nod, looking all arty and enigmatic and textureless and gorgeous, while using both Nanite and Lumen. Part action puzzle game, part meditation, there is frenetic pace here and fits and bursts, but for the most part, this is a game that wants you to take it slow and drink in the details. Amazing weather effects, beautiful natural vistas, the subtle yet emotive expressions of your little pet froggy thing. They're all examples of high-tech visuals being used with a painterly touch. Well done, Don't Nod. Just when you think you've seen every possible way an expedition to Mars could go wrong, from Arnold Schwarzenegger's bulging eyes to Matt Damon's poo potatoes, Fort Solace comes along and brings a fresh voice to the whole things have gone really wrong in this Martian facility genre. In this case, Fort Solace has you exploring a mining facility constructed of claustrophobic nightmares in search of your missing crew. Yes, everything has gone wrong, but it looks so right. Once again, Nanite is coming to the rescue here to bring really rich, detailed environments that burst with sharpness and texture, and the facility itself is such a character in this story. It's great to see the tech being used for more than just impressing your eyes. It's actually supporting the gameplay and the story. We've illuminated some Lumen games and reached a finite amount of Nanite titles, so this video must end. But of course, new games are in development that want to push these techs even further, and we'll be there to ogle them when they get revealed. Subscribe to us for more, smash the like button to make my day, and we'll catch you in another one.
Jack? What happened? Try to stay calm, remember our training, focus and calm.